Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I wanted to talk about the RB Battles Save the Universe live event and my honest opinion on it and everything that took place in this event. So I've managed to get myself a Golden Crown of Courage, which is pretty nice. You know, it's a nice flex, and I've also only managed to get one of the golden items, which is the Cyber Shredder. And I was around the 1920th to beat the final battle, which is a nice flex, I guess. But I'll talk about the final battle in detail, what I liked about it, what I didn't like. So at first we have the subway part, in which you're inside of the subway. This part was pretty nice to do because you had to like discover where to go with the subway and everything. And yeah, I mean, Creecraft basically discovered everything for the final battle. He pretty much carried. And yeah, so for this part here we have the little mini game where we have to do the Morse code. So this thing is in multiple parts of the final battle, and it's actually a really nice thing. I actually really like it. And yeah, so you basically have to enter a code, which honestly, like, this is really well thought out, and the graphics and everything look amazing. Even the subway and like the animation, the mocap, everything's is on point, except sometimes it's a little buggy. But like, who really cares about that? I mean, we're here to have fun, and yeah, even though the final battle was a bit buggy, it was still pretty great. Now after this, we had to go to the little construction facility. Now, yeah, this is a really clever hiding spot for it. Like, the judges, they thought this really well, and it was more of a test of skill than a puzzle, mainly, which I honestly really like. Is last year, well, I mean 2 years ago, it was mainly a puzzle, like you had to decipher everything, but now it was mostly a test of skill. I could have gotten the Hood of Heroes if I didn't get stuck on the cameras, which I'll show you now. Like, they've kind of nerfed it. And yeah, so this construction part, you had to use Russo's resonator, which honestly, like, this whole idea of using Russo's robot resonator to control this little robot is really nice, because as we know, Russo is technically evil, but that wasn't really confirmed. Like, that's another thing. The lore doesn't really add up, and it doesn't really make that much sense. Which hopefully, if we get a season 4, we're gonna get more lore about all of this stuff. And yeah, so there were a few puzzles, like the portal puzzle. I didn't really like that puzzle. I think it just felt out of place, honestly. Like, it just felt like too much, and this final battle had so much content, and some of it just feels like it was there just because they wanted to add content just for the sake of adding content, and some parts were not really fun. And yeah, so the part right here again with the turret, some more low Morse code here, and that's like that. But honestly, the animations look real nice, and this turret part and the construction facility part, I really like this part because like the mechanics are so cool. And now as you can see in the background, I am using DJ's dynamic dasher to move, and that's a really nice thing that they added. And then the next part right here, the little obby, pretty easy. Like, you basically cannot die in that obby, and it's pretty easy. It's pretty cool because like there's not really a specific path for the obby. You can pretty much go in any direction and you'll still get to the end. And I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty straightforward, and it's kind of it's like back when this was like back when everyone was at this part, like the final battle was actually enjoyable, and everything was fun, like discovering stuff and like pretty much watching Creed do everything, you know, and trying to figure out stuff. While yes, there wasn't really much to discover until like the end parts. But yeah, this right here, the part I'm about to reach, is actually what kind of costed me the chance at getting the Hood of Heroes. I could have gotten the Hood of Heroes if I didn't struggle with this part, but I struggled with it for like almost like an hour and a half or even 2 hours, I don't really know. But it is the camera part. Now, as you can see here, they are circles. Now, they're pretty easy to see. As you can see, they're moving pretty well. But when the final battle originally released, they were squares and like they were super hard to see, and they were super laggy. Like they were moving at like 2 frames per second, which was just almost impossible to do. And like there was no checkpoint, so if you died once on the cameras, you had to restart. Now the first part here was actually kind of simple, but it's when you get to the second part here where you have to bring all 4 of the keys that things just get way too out of hands. Like, I mean, I don't mind doing it now because like it's pretty easy. You can actually see the cameras, but when back then it was super laggy. You needed like a beast PC, kind of like Creek. Creek had a super good PC, so it wasn't too hard for him to do. That's why he kind of like got it first. I mean, I don't think he ever failed the cameras. Like he did them twice, and both times he beat them. So I don't know. It was either his small avatar or his god PC, but I think it was because of his PC, and that's why he wasn't lagging as much as us as well. And yeah, I mean, a lot of people I know had troubles with this part. If this part wasn't as buggy and everything, we would have gotten the Hood of Heroes most likely, but like it's not a big deal. I mean, of course there are bugs, kind of like the bug where some people didn't get the Golden Crown of Courage upon completing the final battle, which I've talked about, which well, I mean, I tried to argument with DJ on Twitter, but like what they're saying just doesn't really make sense. They want the Golden Crowns to be 15k owners, and like people had time like to redo the final battle. Like once you know how it works, and like once you did it, like once you completed it once, I mean, it gets super easy to do, and like you kind of learn everything by heart. And that's why it doesn't really make sense for them to add 5,000 more golden crowns. And like the item becomes less rare too, and there are only 10,000 of each golden bits. It's like why would the golden crown, which is the final prize, not counting the Hood of Heroes, be more common than one of the prize that is required to get it? Now the golden bits weren't required, but like you get what I mean. Why would the final prize be more rare than one of the item needed to? I mean, why would the final prize be more common than the items needed to get it? Like that doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, I mean, I would have felt bad if I didn't get the golden crown while finishing it. But yeah, I mean, you still had time to redo it. Like it took almost 20 hours or so for all the golden crowns to be gone. So if you had the bug, I mean that's kind of your problem. That's unlucky, but like you had time. It's not like you didn't have much time to redo it. Now I get that time zones and stuff might have been an issue for some people, but even it was an issue for me. I'm in EST. It started at 3 p.m. and I finished this event at like midnight. It took me like 10 or so hours, around like nine and a half to 10 hours. But now, as you can see in the background footage, this was the part I was talking about, the portal thingy puzzle thingamajig. Now it's super easy once you know how to do it, but like back then it was super annoying to do, because sometimes, you know, you would just like fall off the map and everything, and like it was just kind of annoying to do and everything. But yeah, I mean, of course they have to add puzzles and stuff, you know, but this is just on another level. And like, as you can see in the background right here, using these portals, like the cannons are slow to move, and like you just have to do so much back and forth getting the Dunkins. It gets so repetitive, and it just took me so long on my first attempt, and that's just what I hate so much about this part. Like it low-key feels out of place. Like I seriously don't know what the point of this even being there is. And yeah, that's really all I have to say about this part. So now, since this part takes like a little while to do, I'll just skip to when I get to the Battle Dome real quick. Alright, there we go. So I am now done with the portal part. So now the next thing I wanted to talk about is, well, basically the part where I'm going to reach, and that is the battle dome. So the battle dome, it's actually pretty easy. I mean, nothing really to complain about it. Like, it's pretty simple, it's pretty straightforward. If you didn't know, well, you can look at my background footage. There's a little shortcut, and yeah, I really enjoyed this part because like it's like a test of skill, you know. It's like you just have to like come over here and just like keep on going, and then once you get here, you just keep on jumping here on the walls. Some people go on the ledge down there, but I wouldn't suggest doing that just because it's not really stable. So in some parts, like, it's missing a it's like you can fall through it. And yeah, I mean, I just died right there. I just ignored that. I mean, that was a skill issue, honestly. But I mean, it's pretty straightforward, test of skill. I really enjoyed it. And like, you can see Sabrina and DJ like in the middle fighting whoever that is. And now my controls are glitched. Great. But yeah, that's also another thing that I didn't like about this. Some of the bugs, but even though they're not fixed, it's not a big deal. Like, you just have to reset like I just did, and it should be fixed. And the next part is going to be the finale, which is actually super nice. Well, I mean, not the finale, I mean the tournament part, which is kind of like a simulation of the actual RB Battles tournament, which also there was something like that in the Season 2 RB Battles finale, or final battle, as I should say. Now, as I said with the lore, we do not know who's this guy right there that they're fighting, and I wish we did. Like, that would be great for the lore, honestly. I mean, we can only speculate. Now, this is not GP. We actually have no idea at all, like, who this could be. So, I mean, it's up to your imagination. Or, I mean, it could just be a random simulated player that they have to fight. And yeah, so, as you can see, I'm almost done with the battle dome. So, yeah, let me just finish this real quick. So, once you're done with the battle dome, you will get to the next part, which is the tournament, and it's pretty fun, if I'm being honest. Like, this part right here is kind of like the best part of this whole event. And if this part wasn't in the final battle, it'd be a bit disappointing, because this is honestly real nice. And now there's a cutscene that will play, and now you have to go press the red button here. Now the judges are trying to convince you to press the red button, and they're actually betraying you. Now, I did like this part because, like, the judges, they kind of like rigged last season, and they are technically rigging this yet again. You have to play against competitors in rigged minigames, which is kind of like a throwback to Season 2, which is real nice. So once you press this button, it'll initiate the battle sequence. And now I'll kind of skim through it, just because it's pretty straightforward, and, you know, there's not really much to say. I mean, I can talk about each minigame, actually. So, and I'll also lose on the second round on purpose, just so I can showcase the tennis minigame. So, there you go. Now, this is our first encounter with GP. And now, you see this guy, and you're like, wow, who the hell is he? Like, that's what you're actually wondering. Like, is this the bad guy? Is this guy real? Is it J Party, because his name is GP? So now you're fighting in Lava Escape against Ibella. Now you might be like, oh, this is easy, it's just a bot. And yeah, it is easy. And I have a shortcut for you guys. It's like super simple. So jump here, then jump here, and then here. Now, I mean, this part right here, you just follow what you're supposed to do, and then you do this and this and this. Now once you get here, double jump and dive onto here, then here, and then you see this little part right here. You want to get onto it, and then you want to jump here, then here, and then you want to jump all the way over there, and then you want to jump here. So yeah, that's basically a shortcut. And I don't know where Ibella is. She's right there. So yeah, she's pretty slow. So yeah, this is pretty easy. You just have to follow my shortcuts. So I'll do it one more time. So once, oh, I mean, oops, eyeball just got into me. So yeah, you just have to jump here and then here after jumping over there and then there and then there. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Then you jump here, and then once you get there, it's going to say success, and you've beaten the minigame. Now at first this minigame was really hard because I was trying to do it like the right way, but I mean, I'm pretty good at lava escape, and I'm pretty good at figuring out shortcuts for things, and I did figure out a shortcut for this one. Now for the next minigame, the semifinals, you're fighting Creek and Tinker in Target Town, and a little trick is if you hit them, I think they get stunned and they lose points, but sometimes it doesn't happen. Like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. And if they hit you with their arrows, you're going to lose 5 points. And yeah, it's pretty easy to hit mines. Now I am actually not going to be playing in this round. I'm mostly going to be talking, because if I win, I'm going straight to the finale, and if I lose, I'm going to the battle back, and I want to show you guys the battle back round. And yeah, as you can see, they just hit me, so I lost my points. Now this round is actually kind of long to wait out. But I mean, if you're actually doing the final battle, I suggest trying to win it so you can skip the simulator scrimmage round. But as I just want to showcase it and give my thoughts on it, I will be waiting here. So this mini game right here, it's kind of like the real Target Town, except the targets are slightly faster, I think. And you're fighting 2 people, and you can hit them to get or earn points. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward. It's basically Target Town. Nothing really changed, unlike the lava escape, which is a totally different map. So yeah, I'll actually yeah, I'll skip this part. I'll see you at the next part, which is simulator scrimmage. Okay, there we go. So now this is going to be the battle back. And GP is going to say welcome to the battle back. For this one, the instant battler will battle on simulator scrimmage. Now this simulator scrimmage here, I think, was actually my favorite one, because I love simulator scrimmage, and also because there's a little twist to it. Now of course it's absolutely impossible to lose against Dennis, because the maximum coins he can get is like 300 or something. So yeah, let me see. Okay, yeah, that's perfect. That's a 10 coins egg. So once you buy 1 egg, it actually disappears. So that you basically have to try to find the best eggs and everything, and you can only buy them once. Now, yeah, of course you can get the same pets a few times, because depending on which pets are spawning. So I just suggest like running around and buying every egg that you see. Like, you don't even need to try in this one. Just get like a couple of coins. As you can see right now, my multiplier is 15. Dennis's multiplier is at 3, and I think he only buys like 1 egg in total, and he barely collects any coins. So yeah, you just have to run around, and right there with like 688 coins I would win. So I don't even need to collect coins anymore, but I'll collect them just for fun, because waiting out 42 seconds is kind of boring. And yeah, this minigame is pretty fun, because they don't want you to lose the battle back. They want you to get to the finale, because the finale is one of the trickiest minigames against Pink Leaf in the Battle Crag. Now, if you don't know what the Battle Crag is, it's basically a minigame that they've made just for the finale. And it would be great if they would actually add it like as an actual minigame, like inside the RB Battles hub, because I actually like it. It's pretty fun to play. But yeah, I forgot to mention, if you lose in any of those minigames, you have to restart from the tournament. Yeah, there we go. I got 3,000 coins. Yeah, this is a garbage score. My best one was like 5,000, but now I'm just talking to you guys and focusing on that instead of the actual game. And yeah, so the tournament part, I give it a 10 out of 10. Really real nice. And yeah, so the next part after this is going to be the retro wave reef, which I do have some things to say about that one, because I don't know, you guys will see when I get there. So look, as you can see, this minigame, like, it doesn't really look great. It would need some improving if they do want to add it as like one of the like an actual minigame. But yeah, this one is pretty easy to beat as well. You just gotta go like right here, But yeah, it took me a few attempts to actually understand how to beat this one. It was kind of confusing, and yeah, I didn't really know how it worked. So yeah, there we go. Just press the button here, press another button here, and then I'll just go this way here, and I can go right here, and then I can go right here, and then I can grab this button. And yeah, this is pretty straightforward. There are tons of buttons on this map that you can press. So yeah, just like as you can see right now, it's 6-1. Like I'm completely dominating Pink Leaf right here. So yeah, there we go. Now you've just got to get to the top. Now getting to the top is actually the trickiest part in this. So yeah, you got to be careful because it's actually pretty easy to die. It's like it's easier than you think. So yeah, just get to the top, and yeah, like this mini game is actually fun. It's good parkour and actually takes skill to beat. I mean, Lava Escape does take skill, but if you use my shortcut, it really doesn't. It becomes super easy. And I'll make an individual video like just on the Lava Escape shortcut because why not? So yeah, there we go. Now GP crowns you as the winner of the final battle in quotation. So once you get there, you can actually enter the portal, which is where the judges went. So that's where DJ and Sabrina went. So now once you get there, it's going to teleport you to this place called Retrowave Reef. And now it's actually going to give you some fuel because they don't want you to basically die instantly because you're going to lose like 1% fuel every second. So yeah, you really have to go for the batteries like instantly once you get there because you want to get to refill your power pack. And you basically want to collect these little pink crystal. But I think that this part right here is kind of mid. Like it's really I mean, it just doesn't really make sense for it to be there. Like it just feels so random. Like, you're legit on an island, you know. Doesn't really match the whole theme of saving the universe. Now the part after this though, that's a really good one. But yeah, so for this part you basically collect these batteries to refill your power pack because you don't want to die. And then you have to collect the little pink crystals. You want to collect 3 of them. Right now I've only got 2, but yeah, I'll get the 3rd one real quick. I just need to refill my power pack first. Like that's like the top priority. Yeah, so there we go. There we go. And yeah, so now you can place those little crystals on the pedestals looking thingy. There we go, there we go. So now you are then able to kind of like control the crab just like the little Dunkins and robots earlier on, which is pretty cool. But there's a reason you're gonna have to use the robot, and that reason is to get a key card which is hidden in the ocean. And it's pretty RNG because like you can either get it like first try or it can take you like 5 minutes to do, which can be pretty annoying if I'm being honest. So that's why I really dislike this part. But yeah, I mean, let's just over there, and I think I'll actually be skipping this part or maybe speeding it up just because, you know, watching this is boring. So yeah, enjoy the sped up gameplay of me looking for this goofy key card. Okay, there we go. We got the key card right here. So now I have to go back to the retro wave reef island, and I'm going to get to the next part, which is honestly a really nice thing. So right now we can go right here, and then I can just actually, yeah, I'll grab some power because I want it for the final part, so that way it's actually a lot easier to do because I won't have to wait for the batteries to respawn and everything. So yeah, there we go. Let's just do this, collect this from the crab, the key card. Hey, Mr. Crab, give me the key card. There we go. Thank you. And now we can collect all these right here. Oh, and I haven't even grabbed my checkpoint. So yeah, if you're doing this for the first time, make sure to grab your checkpoints. And yeah, there we go. We got 85%. So yeah, that's going to be enough. So once you get a key card, you have to get to over here, and then yeah, that's all there's to it. So after this is one of my favorite parts because it's like a maze, and it's like or horror themed, you know. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So you will then get teleported to this maze part I'm talking about, and yeah, so there's a specific path for the maze which I do not know it exactly. So I'll just go in there and I'll probably die first try because I do not know the path for this. And I mean, yeah, I did beat it first try though because I got like super lucky. And yeah, I mean, I'm not really that good at mazes, so yeah, that's why I'm kind of struggling right now. Yeah, as you can see right there, there's like a zombie version of Sabrina chasing you. And yeah, it's actually going to kill me right here. And it's like, this is why I like this part, because of like the whole horror theme. And I'm actually going to skip this part because I need to look up the path, and yeah, because I can't be bothered to actually just play this. Alright, so once you get done with that part right here, you get teleported right here, and I think that's a checkpoint right here. No, never mind, it's a table. So once you get teleported here, this is actually a pretty nice room, and if you don't know, well, this is the battle dome, but now it looks kind of like destroyed and everything. So yeah, you basically get teleported back here, but this time you have the key card that you can use right here and move on to the next part of the final battle. And yeah, so now the next part right here is the absolute best. It is the final battle, and when I say the final battle, I mean it's the final battle that happens before the final battle. So yeah, the final battle after this is the final battle of the final battle that was in the final battle, which is the final battle part final, which is the final part, which is the last part of the final battle, which is the final part basically. And now I'm saying this as a joke because there are so many things to do in this final battle. But yeah, now this elevator cutscene right here is kind of long to do. And yeah, you basically are going all the way up there to go to the final boss fight area. And yeah, this is honestly the best part. Like, this is where it gets fun. But I didn't really enjoy it when experiencing it for the first time, because you know, I was just tired of playing this, and I just wanted to get it finished and get it done with and get that golden crown. Because I mean, I didn't really care because I had missed the Hood of Heroes. So yeah, once you get to all the way up there, there will be a cutscene playing, and we actually get to know who GP is, or I mean JP, who JP is. And now JP will say that. Well, I'll let him present himself, and I'll explain who JP is. So we have this really epic cutscene right here. And it basically shows you how big the map is, just to, like, confuse you and like scare you and everything. But it's actually pretty simple. Like at first, I understand why it took Creek so long to figure it out, because like it's just so big and you don't even know what you have to do. And okay, there you go. I thought the animation was broken, but yeah, JP is spawning right here. And one thing that I didn't like about this fight. Oh yeah, read this.
If you want this, you are gonna have to work for it. I always wanted to say that.
Hey, that's my line.
Judges.
Copyright.
Hello, hosts. Long time no see. Remember when you rigged the final battle against me last season and ruined my chance at earning the Hood of Champions? I remember. Good times. Now it's my turn.
What are you talking about? We didn't rig anything.
So now, who I think this guy is basically, as he said, or as well, I should say as they said, because you know. So basically, as JP said, he was talking about the last season and the final battle, and about the hosts, like kind of like rigging the whole final battle and ruining his chance at getting the Hood of Champions. And that's basically, if you remember, like the final battle was rigged. And I think this is basically supposed to be you, the battler from last season, and you're supposed to be like mad and like you've come to take your revenge. And yeah, I think that's basically who JP is, basically you from last season. And also you will see another thing in the cutscene that I think can basically prove that, like in the actual final cutscene. Yeah, so for now, let me just go over there. And wait, I forgot where you have to go. Am I stupid? Did I go? I think no, I went the right way. It's just that I'm not. I'm kind of lost right now. I forgot where you have to go for this because I'm stupid. But oh yeah, I think it's over there, and then over there, and then you go over there, and then yeah, you go over there, and then over there. Okay, yeah, there we go. Now I'm good. I just didn't go in the right place. So yeah, that's where the robot is. So you have to just basically follow where I went. And yeah, so this is where the most epic part will happen. So once we go and find that robot, and we get to start the actual fight. And yeah, the thing that I forgot to mention was DJ and Sabrina are so annoying in this. They just keep saying like, battler, do something, and they just keep on screaming. Like, it gets annoying, but yeah, it's kind of funny. So now, let me just jump over here. And yeah, so this is the best part of the final battle, but the only thing is that when it first released, like this part, at best I would have like 20 FPS in it. Now I have like 60 or 70, which is still pretty laggy, but it's way better. Like, it's not a pain to deal with. So yeah, you can just jump over here, and then jump over here, and then jump over here, and then jump over here again, and then jump here, and then jump here, and then jump here. But yeah, this is basically the final battle. And now I really loved this part. Like, I loved it a lot because it requires skill and everything, and that's what I like about this event. When things are like super hard to beat and complicated, and when they nerf it afterwards. Alright, there we go. Oh my god, okay, I thought I couldn't make it like 5% fuel, but I did make it. So yeah, this robot right here is looking super cool. And if you don't recognize this robot, this is the robot that was on the bridge. Like, that's the exact same one. So you now you can adjust the altitude with Q and E, And then the strat right here is to just stay like under, well, I mean, stay under his arms so that way he can't hit you when you're fighting him. And also make sure to double jump so that way you can fly, and press shift to go faster. And try not to stay in the same spot, because otherwise he can throw missiles at you. So yeah, just basically keep on doing this, like keep on hitting him there. And that's basically how you beat it. Now this part is really well made. And I actually understand why they had to delay this final battle so much. Like, it's an epic experience. And honestly, this is top tier compared to season 2. Season 2 had very little content, and season 2, like, I struggled so much with season 2, but it was so easy looking back at it now. I guess I just had a skill issue back in the days. But yeah, there we go. We're about to do this, and yeah, I really enjoyed this part. It was super well made, and basically, that's what I have to say for the whole thing. Like, the final product right now, basically with all the nerfs and all the fixes, is an amazing experience. Everything looks so good, like, it's so well made. The only thing I disliked really is the lore kind of being, I mean, kind of being incomplete. Oh, and there we go. That's the part where he grabs you and then he's going to eject you. And yeah, like, I was actually wondering like what was happening at this part. I was kind of confused. I thought that was one of his attacks, and he was just going to like deal a ton of damage to me, and I had to do something to like get out of his hand. But then I realized instead of ejecting, and yeah, then you fall down there, and then there you go. And the judges are basically betraying you. And now right here, this is the part where I said I've got a proof that JP is actually you from last season.
Someone order a taxi? Where have you been? Judges?
No need for charades anymore, so just keep driving and I will take care of that.
I don't take orders from you.
But I created you.
Huh?
Wait, what?
So basically right here, JP said that he created Russo, and if he truly is the battler from last season, that means and also this is legit called the Save the Universe event. So yeah, I mean, it would make sense that there's a bit of like time traveling involved and everything, and like that there can be multiple of the same people, kind of like Russo. There are two Russos. So this battler here, well, you, the battler from last season, created a fake Russo because you wanted revenge against the host for rigging the final battle and ruining your chances at earning the Hood of Champions, as I should say. And yeah, that's basically who I think it is. Now, it could just be a random battler that lost their chance at getting the Hood of Champions, but I don't think that's the case. I think it's really supposed to be you and not just a random battler. And I mean, yeah, that's basically all. And yeah, let's talk about this part right here now. So yeah, this is really cool, because like you have to run from the lava and then get under a little drone or jet thingy, and then you have to fight a JP, or as I should say, you. And now I don't understand this part. Like, how can a literal guitar deal more damage than all three swords combined? Like, this guy should legit be able to kill you instantly. Like, he's using a sword and you're just hitting him with a guitar. And he should be able to use the agility buffs and the healing buff, because he's got both the sword of agility and the sword of healing. But like, I guess they didn't want to make this part too hard. But yeah, this part is real nice as well. And yeah, so Russo is driving this thing. Now, after this, you're gonna go into the ship, and then you're gonna meet J Party. But again, the lore is kind of incomplete, and I don't know how you got onto the ship basically. and how J Party got there and everything. So yeah, the lore is kind of unclear for that. Hopefully we get more clarifications on that in season 4 if it does happen. And yeah, like, how did you save the universe exactly? Like, how was JP a threat? How did the concert invasion happen? Like, how did JP do that if he really was the one behind it? But I think there is someone that is basically above JP. Like, there's a worse threat than JP. And yeah, that's and also we didn't even see Mr. Boingsworth like at all. Like, Mr. Boingsworth was someone that everyone thought was like the bad guy. And alright, there we go. So that's basically when you get launched away because your power pack ran out of power during this, and the judges fell down. But then you you're right there, and then you're doing the little nostalgia ahead thingy. So it just goes through all of the games. And yeah, I know this video was like super long, but I don't think I need to cover any of this. I mean, everyone has seen this already pretty much. And yeah, this is going to take a lot of editing. So yeah, this video is going to come out like a while after the final, a little while after the, like a few days after the final battle came out. And yeah, so there you go. This is basically the tribute to all of the games, like Arsenal right here. And then there's I think this is the Crusher. So yeah, there's the old tribute to some of the games from season 1. And yeah, right there, I don't know what game this is supposed to be. Like, this is just some random thingies. Oh, never mind. That's Wacky Wizards. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That's Wacky Wizards. I just realized. And then right there you got build a boat for treasures, and then the isn't that the, oh yeah, that's Shopping Wars right there. The messiest event in all of them. And Adopt Me. And over there's the Tower of Hell. And then I think we're almost done. We have Super Golf, and I think it's Piggy, then it's Mount Everest, and I think it's over. Or it's Mount Everest and Peggy, whatever, same thing. And yeah, that's just the conclusion of your journey for RB battles. And right there we go through Mount Everest, and we see Piggy right there. And then we get launched in this. And we actually wake up on the ship. How did we get there? I have no idea. The ship just comes like that and you get inside. Like, how does that make sense? How did you get on the ship? Like, who got you on the ship? Like, I suppose it's J Party, but like, we don't know how he did it. And yeah, J Party, if you talk to him, is just going to say like, oh, everyone's waiting for you. And then you come here and you press end the journey, and it's going to teleport you to this right here. And before I show you guys any of this, I just want to say, if you can, make sure to donate to RB Battles, because this event was just amazing, and we do want to see season 4, and they need funding. So that I did donate them 10 Robux. And oh wait, I can donate it again. You know what? I'll do another one. Can I donate multiple times? Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. So I donated 30 Robux in total. There you go. Just to help them a bit. And I mean, yeah, I know 30 Robux isn't a lot, but every little bit helps, you know. So yeah, once you get there, you can go on the stage. And yeah, there you go. All the competitors are there waiting for you. Now, it would have been great if, well, yeah, there you go. I got the trophy, but like, I'm not getting another badge because I already did it. It would have been great though if the judges would have finished their concert that they originally planned, that took place on December 3rd and was attacked by this robot thingy. It would have been great if they would have actually finished their concert and maybe did another song, because like the friends we made doesn't really make sense for this season. But yeah, I mean, this is really all I have to say. Now for my final thoughts on this event, really fun, really enjoyable. We really need more events like this on Roblox. And also, guys, rate my amazing avatar right there, with the golden crown, with my amazing shirt right there. Yeah, that's basically all there's to this event. It was super fun. The judges put a ton of effort into it. Huge shout out to Russo, DJ, Sabrina, and all of the devs right here that worked on the event. All these people right there, they're all amazing. They've worked so hard to make this event a thing, and they all deserve a huge round of applause. So yeah, that's all there is to this event. I know this was a long video. I apologize for that. But yeah, if you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe. Make sure to show some support and some love to RB Battles. And I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.